streaming. We are live. We are live. Beautiful. Let's make sure we're live. Oh, I gotta use headphones so we don't feedback. Let's see. Monitor down, headphones up. Make sure this is all working properly. Are we live? We should be live. I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. There we go. Chat. Make sure I can see you guys in the chat. Test. And we're on, baby. Sounds like we're on. Make sure we hear this. Yep, we in. Test. Audio. Vocal. We're going. What's up? Okay, chat. How we doing? How we doing? I see some of you in there already. We're just getting set up in studio here today. It is a Tuesday. Trivecta Tuesdays. Here we go. What's up? I see y'all popping in. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Look at that. Okay. Popping on in. I see you guys saying hi. So I look at you guys here and I look at the chat here. I'm trying to get a better setup going, but we're getting it. Maybe I should put a camera over there. So when I'm looking at you guys on the chat, I'm like looking. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'd be seeing you guys. Maybe I should do that. Maybe next time we'll set that up. Anyway, good to see you guys. I'm happy that we're here on another Trivecta Tuesday. Or just a Tuesday, whatever. So last couple times we were in here, wow, it's been a while since we had a good production stream on a Tuesday. What was it, last week? Last week I was in a weird haze where I was trying to find something I could work on with you guys, and it wasn't really happening for me, to be honest. I was floating between a bunch of projects. A lot of them are done, or close to done, or are in that weird space where if I start showing it, they start to get jumbled, and I start to lose the plot a little bit, so I like to keep them sacred. It's part of what helps me sleep at night, and keeps me moving forward and satisfied as an artist. So I let those do their thing. That said, this week I've got something good, because the week before that there was a whole lot going on in the world, so I definitely was not trying to stream around then. And the week before that, it was also, what was the week before that? Week before that I was just stuck. It was in a similar place. Now we got the gear spinning. I started a song on Thursday, maybe? I started this about 5 days ago. Only did one session. I put it down. It was one session, walked away from it. I just opened the session right back up, haven't touched it in between, so we're going to sort of figure out what we can do with this, because I have a good feeling about this one. I'll tell you more about where the idea came from, and we'll start diving in. Let me see you guys. Let me look over at the chat. I'm good. Thanks for asking, Fable Official. M7 Creative. I see you all over the place these days. You know the usual. Look at all you in there. Saucy, yeah, I got some merch here. I'm rocking the Trivecta Saucy shirt. If y'all see, we got a little logo right in there. Well, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's what we're working on. And, how much will the jersey be? Normal jersey price, I think it's either going to be 80 or 85 because it's an exclusive, but nothing too crazy. Normal kind of thing like that. Yeah, you like the Bon Jovi Game of Thrones? I thought that was funny, right? Yeah, I don't know if that guitar has enough frets, but y'all know Game of Thrones, right? Y'all knew the that was a good talk that we had. Y'all remember? Hang on, yeah. Right. If anybody was watching the Insta stories last night, I was doing because there's that Game of Thrones song. No, what was it? Then I realized that Bon Jovi's pretty similar. You could do. So we put them together. That's it. Anyhow, yeah, so that was funny last night. So yeah, here we are. We're back in the studio, about to start working on this. Anyway, I'm ready to get moving. I got my Starbucks coffee, if you can't tell. Got a big old black cold brew. And yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Okay, so here's the idea. I have this new project that I just started, like I said, on Thursday. And if, in case you're just hopping in, basically, I started this song a few days ago and just got put the idea down and walked away. And now I just opened it back up and we're going to get to work. So without further ado, you know what I was trying to do with this, and then I'll play it for you. It's very, very rough. But as you can see, there's really not a whole lot going on. But it's enough of a nugget of an idea. So basically, here's what I put down. I have a little guitar hook. That's basically it. The timing's a little messed up. A lot of times when I'm tracking these songs, especially with the guitar ones, I'll just track like a rough take, something I can work and build around, and if I like it and think I'm going to keep it, then I'll re-record it and do it properly. I try not to get too caught up on nailing everything too early, especially sometimes with the guitar parts. So yeah, but that's the idea, and I think I am going to keep it. I think I am going to work on it. Anyway, yeah, so that was like the main start thing. So yeah, so we have a little guitar. A little over-compressed, but... And I got a little bit of that. And what else we got? I layered it with a little same sound that I used in the intro of Oxygen. A little omnisphere sound. That's it. I think I actually played it on the piano rather than typing it in with MIDI, so it's a little off the grid, which I'm going to try to keep. I've been trying to keep things a little more off the grid lately to make them feel a bit more natural, just in the right places though. And then just a little organ patch. Yeah, so that's the main idea. Oh, and I put a little vocal chop. So I grabbed one little bit of a Kara sample. I think I reversed the original, pitched it down a little bit, and threw some Valhalla on there, and a little Fab filter. And then I took a little chop of actually Run's vocal from when I remixed it live. That's pitched down also. Yeah, that was pitched down and got some distortion and stuff on it. But yeah, so then all together. Oh, and there's also a little dong kind of thing. I like that. We're going to keep that. So yeah, so then I actually started to build as well. Very, very rough. But basic idea. Okay, so I'll tell you what I was thinking for this. The main idea, honestly, I'll be the first to say it, especially when I'm like grabbing inspiration from other artists, because that's how this stuff works, man. I was listening to Midas. I was listening to my boy Joe, and I was listening to some of his music, and I was like, dude, Midas does this really cool thing with a lot of his songs where you have these chords that are implied throughout the whole song, and then as it starts getting closer to the build, it feels really satisfying, because a lot of times the drop ends up being just this really sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It's like euphoric, but it's basically just the chords. And a lot of times there would be a chop or something on top, but it's basically the whole chord, the whole storm that's been brewing behind the vocal and everything finally gets all put together in the drop. And Midas does that really well. And I was listening to some of his songs, and I was like, hey, I've been writing a bunch of songs that have these like different chords for these different parts and stuff like that. But there's something about having like this whole breakdown where it's just the chords all start coming together, and then it all keeps coming together, and then for the drop, it's just you finally get the sub, you finally get the all the layers, you finally get the drums. It's nothing too crazy, but it's very effective, and it really works. And I remember watching him play a live set down in Tampa and being like, man, I need more songs like that in my discography. Songs that feel like the drop sort of just solved the problem. The drop, you've been getting all these chords, you've been getting the melodies, you've been getting the bass and all this, and it all just sort of comes together. So I just started to track down. I took basically this and just turned it into plucks. One simple layer, one little bit of bass. I think I stuck a little drum loop behind it. We're going to probably replace that. But it ended up like this. Anyway, that's the main idea. We're going to chop things, we're going to cut things, we're going to replace things. But one sort of litmus test I've been doing for a lot of songs lately is, does the drop work with shitty sounds, shitty layering, no sidechain, no mixing, none of that? Does the drop still kind of work and feel satisfying? And is it something where I can sort of see through all the nonsense and see my way through? And in this case, yeah, you know, like, it's not something that sounds good yet. It's not something I would play live yet. It's none of that. But it feels like a logical answer. I'm going to have to replace a lot of the drums, replace a lot of it. There are a lot of things that I don't like about it, and we can fix a lot of that today. We can at least get started. But it feels like a logical conclusion. And so that, to me, is a good start. We have a little hook, we have a little build, and we have a drop idea. Let's play it all through, and we'll start moving forward on the song here. Then you'd have this. So again, like I was saying, look, the idea passes the litmus test, right? It sort of feels satisfying in a still shitty stage. It still sounds like it will work when we make all the sounds sound good and stuff. So I like it, and I think it's about time to get started. First thing we got to do is make this project a little bit more usable. So we're going to cut a bunch of stuff that we don't need, such as big empty tracks that are just floating around. And we should probably organize it. We should definitely probably organize it before we keep working too much. But I don't know about you guys, but I like to sort of get organized pretty early. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's cut that. Let's cut this because we're not using that. This didn't make the cut because that's not staying here. This also didn't make the cut. This isn't making the cut, and we bounced that out, so we don't need that, and we bounced that out, so we don't need that, and we bounced that out, we don't need that. So ideally, this should still sound pretty much the same. Yeah, solid. Okay, so let's organize a little bit so it's easier to work. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this one. I'm trying to show you as much of the process as I can on this because, like I said, I just started it on the other day and just did that one session, and so now this is just day 2. So basses. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to go ahead and organize so things are easier for us to manage, right? So color things like that. Let's get the drums all together. Little trusty must-die snare, little trusty whatever this kick is. This kick I've been using for a long time. I used it on the Fractures remix. I don't even know what it is, but it just sounds good. So I like it. So we're going to use it. Boom, boom, boom. This should be a quick organization. All the drums together. Color them brown, because I like to make my drums brown. That's just how it works in my head. We're going to go like that. Is that brown? That's what I always make my drums. Maybe I make them that. I think I make them that. Yeah, I think I do that. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay, boom. We're going to color these so all of that looks the same. And we're going to call it drums. And we're going to do this. That's already the color we want. We were thinking ahead there. Guitars. Boom. We're going to name this acoustic. Rough. We're going to call these, technically they're vocals. I'm going to call these ambiences because they don't really function like a vocal. They feel more like ambiences to me, so that's what we're going to do. Ooh, that's a bus. We should have put him in there, so sorry, guy. Didn't mean to forget about you. Okay, make sure things still sound the same. I'm going to add a little effects track because we're going to need to put some effects in here, and we're just going to set up a group for it. Effects. Boom. Effects. Okay. Let's do some keys, and we're going to be ready to rock, baby. All right. How about plucks? Plucks, 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 plucks. Yep. Plucks. Gotta save the plucks as their own thing. I think I usually make them this color. We're going to call those plucks. Chords. All right. And here we're going to name all these. These are all going to be keys. I make my keys white. All right. Boom. Bam. Bam. Keys, locked and loaded. Everything should be organized and ready to go. Wait, really? You can do that? Hey, Jake. What's up, Jake? Man, man, Jake, you guys were all hanging. You and Jason and Jeff and Adam. I got FOMO. I'm just sitting here in hot ass Florida, sweating my balls off, making music here. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even know. Wait, so what do? I right click a channel or group, and there's an option to color all subtracks. Really? Where? Where? Assign track color to group tracks and clips. Is that it? Is that what is that it? Like that? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Jake, you were talking to me. See, that's a good friend, man. So, Jake, that's a good friend. I was texting the Ophelia chat. I was talking, and Jake was with all the Ophelia boys, minus me. I'm sitting here, and Jake was kind enough to me to text me in the group chat, and everybody else is sitting like, dude, why are you texting the group chat? We're all here together. But I appreciated it, man. You keeping me in the loop. So, okay, so here's the thing, right? Okay. Let's start doing some stuff. I see no reason why this guy needs to be audio. He's doing the same note over and over and over again. So we're going to call him like tonal boink. Boink. All right. Tonal boink. And we could honestly just record like 1 or 2 of him and we'll be good. So let's make him audio so it's easier to manipulate. All right. A couple more. Solid. Sounds good to me. And let's keep him for reference so we know where to put all of his friends. Boom. We'll let it bleed for now, but we might chop that. And one more iteration. Is that right? Did I do that right? Beautiful. Right, so okay. So one first thing that I was thinking about is like I don't want, well, we should probably get our levels a little better. Because if I take this off, I don't know if you guys ever use this. This is called K-Clip. I like this a lot. I put it on my master a lot when I'm working. It's the only thing that I will put on my master when I'm working because it doesn't impact the sound aside from just not letting it go above 0. I just have it. I literally just put it on. It's not one of those limiters, at least as far as I know. Maybe it's just because I don't use it properly. But why is it picking up me talking? What the hell? What the hell? Shouldn't be picking that up. That's really weird. Okay, well, anyway, basically, that's creepy. Basically, the way that this thing works is it just sort of stops you from going past 0, and it sounds nice to me when it does that. It doesn't like, I don't know, maybe it's just a good algorithm. But we're going way high. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to make sure we're setting up, because I find that the earlier I can get my sounds sort of sitting in the right volume level, the easier it's going to be. So at the end, I'm not just manually turning everything down. So let's start with drums. Make sure, here, let's do this. I like to do this. We're going to move we're going to call this snare, and we're going to call this kick, and we're going to flip them so kick can be on top, and we're going to pull them right up here, and we're going to make one of these. Kick, snare, bus. Boom. And that's going to go right in. And I'm actually going to take a little K-clip and put it right on that bus because I want to. And now that bus ain't going past 0. And now I know that those kick and those snare, they're hitting the ceiling, and nobody's going to be poking out doing any weird, unauthorized, transient shit. It's going to be staying together. Okay, now we can keep that together. Boom. Okay, we're going to change up this whole drop, the entire mix and everything like that. This was just a little placeholder idea. It's way too sort of plucky for me right now, but not important yet. There, let's do, I don't know how far I want to get with this part yet. We're going to have to take that little loop out. Maybe let's structure things a little bit. We don't need that. So here was going to be the hook. Okay, let's start doing just a little bit of side chaining just to get everything sorted together. You guys are going to hate me. I like to side chain like this. Everybody says don't use Ableton's compressor for side chaining. I like to do it. I do. I just do. Uh-oh, don't freeze. Side chain. I don't know. There's just something, it's just part of the workflow. It always works for me. I can sidechain individual tracks a little more easily like this. So I'm just going to do, honestly, for now, I'm just doing one for kick and one for snare. Yeah. Let's see. This is a controversial topic. Let's see what you guys. The glue is also similar on soft clip mode. Jake, are you talking about for the mastering thing? That's interesting. I think I've seen people talk about that, using just the glue on the master with the soft clip enabled. Yeah, what do you guys think about side chaining? I like using. Yeah, so I like to do it like this. So basically, a lot of times it depends, because there are a lot of songs where I end up wanting, usually more often than not, I want the kick to create a different sort of pulse than the snare as far as side chaining is concerned. But in this case, a lot of times, especially when I'm writing at first, I like to just sort of have Look, ready? We're going to do one for the kick, and we're going to put it all together. We're going to just draw it in. Boom. There's one for the kick. Yep. Boom, ba, boom, ga, boom. Nope. Boom, right there. Isn't that the pattern the whole time? Yep. That's it. That's our pattern. And we're just going to even out the velocities and turn it off. And boom. Now we got an easy sidechain thing. And we can go on and we can fix things, but let's not get too caught on that right now. Let's do one of these numbers. I like to sidechain the basses, you know, themselves. Sidechain. Oh, always, hey, this is a nice little trick. It just helps me for workflow. Whatever your sidechain track is, you see I'm renaming it right here, put a bunch of freaking dashes after it. So like when I'm going to my bass or something and I want to sidechain, easy, just find the one like that with all the little dashes. We got a little click and pop there, but it'll be okay for now. Okay, so let's do a little bit with this. Yeah, see, to me, that's gonna knock it. That's not gonna work. That's gonna be a little too like, you know, it's a little too. What's the word I'm looking for? Rhythmic, maybe. But okay, sidechain for the kick and the bass, so I can sleep a little better at night. And let's move along. Let's check chat real fast. See what you guys are talking about in here. Utility to sidechain. Yeah. Okay. So that's. I've seen a lot of people use utility and stuff. And one way, yeah, Victon, right? One reason I see a lot of people use utility for sidechaining is because you can like just get all the way down to absolute zero. I know Adam Woolley does that like crazy. He always goes, he likes to sidechain everything to complete and total zero. I like doing that for like sub, but to be honest, I don't typically like, to me it feels a little more natural. I think if for like heavy, if you're going like real heavy, I think it makes more sense. Because it's all about just getting everything as loud and in your face as you can get it. But I don't know, man, with melodic music, I like to not have everything that like obsessively down, you know, like I don't know, it feels a little more natural and it sort of makes things gel together a little bit. I hear a lot of like sort of more amateur sounding melodic bass tracks where whenever that kick hits, everything just gets annihilated and it's almost distracting. So it's kind of a happy medium, I think, because if you do it too much, then you don't hear your kick anymore. Yeah, you know, if you anyway. We should structure. So okay, let's structure a little more. Let's say she's singing the hook, or he. Maybe right here. This is a song about streaming. This is a song about streaming. We are making a song in the studio. Making a song in the studio. In studio. Right. Okay, failed. Is this too long? Is that too long for the middle breakdown? So what I was thinking structurally wise, I was thinking of using more sounds sonically that sort of go back to like what I've been doing with the sort of folk bass sounds. I was going to, you know, phase in more of those, but structurally keep it a little more similar to the predictable like sad boy melodic bass thing. You know, it's kind of cool to sort of find, I think that's really cool to find, you know, grab different things from different sorts of, ooh, this is not the right color. Oh, wait, what's the trick? No, never mind. I think that was just for, is that the color? Yeah, anyway. I think it's cool to grab a little bit from different genres. That's one of my favorite ways to make music. Like if you think about Island, I mean, the obvious one in Island is you have like melodic bass with a heavy dubstep drop. But another thing that's really cool about Island is like the vocal section is like, if you think about it, that melody, you don't even get your time in. It almost feels almost like R&B. It almost feels like something you might have like an 808 under and listen to, like, you know, like I I don't know, R&B kind of stuff, but the background is like trance music, like Jeff's art. So you put those together, and that's how you get really unique sounds, in my opinion. I think it was David Bowie said, like, take something really cool and fuse it with something not really cool, and put it together, bam. I like taking something that's really cool and something else that I think is really cool and putting it together. So anyway, this I was going to try to keep the structure a bit more digestible, but try some different sounds that are a bit more sort of back to that folk-based thing. It all feels pretty digestible right now. But anyway, structurally, I was thinking that normal thing where you have like that intro, just kind of short, and then the beat comes in for a second, and then you have the breakdown for the hook, and then you build up and you have a drop. So we could even start with like... Ooh, how about that little boom could come in halfway. So like our intro could be... Then to here. Right? Right? Verse keeps going and right? Then you break down. Then it would go to this part. Then it would go to the... This would be where the hook happens, right? Song about the studio. This is the main hook where the vocalist puts the hook. It would probably sound much better than this, but not that much better than this, because I'm the best singer in the world. Then you have a build, right? Do you think that would be taking too long? What do you guys think? If that whole vision that I just said, if that makes sense to you guys in your head, is that too long to get to the drop? Because I've been making songs that sometimes take a minute and a half, 2 minutes, even, you know, a little longer sometimes to get to that first drop. Is that a little too long? Let me ask you guys if this makes sense. You guys like the vocals, yeah? Not too long? Don't think so? We can try it like that. I'm trying to do more of like, let's see. Huh, I didn't know that about the compressors, the Ableton ones. Yeah, no one thinks that that's too long, huh? Yeah, the VIP is the vocal. Maybe I'll play that. Yeah. So here's the thing. I love... Okay, maybe I should clarify the rest of the perspective. I love a long vocal section. Like, that's, like, honestly, like, I love that. I'm all about that. I think that, honestly, hot take, this is my opinion, I think a lot of times, man, melodic bass music, it just gets so samey, the structures, and it's just like... You like have this huge climax that feels like it could be like the end of the show, and then it like breaks right back down. Then you have another song that gets right back up to another climax like that, and then you break back down, and then you have another song that gets right back up to another climax. None of these climaxes last longer than like 8 or 16 bars, and it breaks down again. Then you go back up to another climax, and it feels like, man, come on. So I like a little more variation in the structures. So I'm trying to make sure I keep my structures, my song structures varied a little bit, if that makes sense, you know? Yeah, I agree. You know, yeah. That songs, I like what Colton's saying here. Rather than make something short, a ton of great songs that could have been better, but were shortened. So anyway, let's try it. So we're going to leave this much time for verse. Where's that? Here? Ooh, look at that, man. We eyeballed that perfectly. Let's rename this. Verse, and we're going to rename, we're just going to do a half-length one. Boom. Check this out. Boom, first half. Boom, second half of that. And then boom, intro. And we're going to do one of these little numbers because I like to have a first locator set for bouncing out so it's always the same. So I put a little one there. So I know to set my locator there. And bada bing, this is what I would bounce out and leave in Dropbox or SoundCloud so I can listen to another time. How long is our song so far? We started it not at the 1 minute or 0 spot. It goes to 8:18 and it starts at 6:20. Ooh, that's a little long. Oh, wait, no. Okay. No, that's not bad at all. It's like a minute. No. It's like a minute and a half before the first drop. That's fine. That's fine. We'll work with that. We'll see if it works. So a lot of times I don't do it this way. A lot of times I'll try to write it out. But this time I'm trying to like do something where it's like the same chords for most of it. And let's like find ways to repurpose it. So that didn't really carry over right. Okay, so this is where our verse would come in. Okay, so I'm thinking we would cut the guitar for the verse. Let's cut this melody. We don't want him to get sick of the melody. It could like come back in the background of the hook. You know what I'm saying? That could come back. I like the idea of like giving him a little peek. And like... What if the guitar started doing something else there? I didn't record anything else, did I? This is the one thing about streaming. This is the part where I would go and record some more guitar, but I can't because whenever I try to record guitar and stream, everything gets messed up. Maybe let's try to find a cool loop, like a cool little drum loop or something, huh? I've downloaded a bunch of drum loops over the last year or two. Maybe we could find something neat like loop. What is that one? This pack has some cool loops in it. Maybe. I also want to, whatever happens here, I want to get these ambiances a little more out of the way here. You know what I'm saying? So you can really feel that it's sort of a new section, you know? Right? What does this do at the end? Ah, that actually sounds kind of neat. That's literally just me putting my guitar down. It actually is kind of cool. Could we turn that into a percussion? Sick! Oh, that's a nice little phrase between the tapping on the guitar and the boink sound. Whoa! Should we have that boink during the whole verse, maybe? Yeah, I like that. I don't like it there, though. What if we reverse it? Oof. It's just a little offbeat. I like the sort of organic thing that it gives, though. It makes you feel like... My timing's so off there, though. Is that even... Yeah. people just use it in that one spot. I do like it there. Maybe I'll EQ out that top when the verse comes in. Sure. Hang on. Let's try some stuff. I want to try like some different ways of like phasing in that guitar. I kind of like H delay lately. You guys ever use this one? Waves? Ew. The only thing is when you change the timing, it gets all weird. Oh, the only other thing I did that kind of shot myself in the foot is I started this project at 75 instead of 150, so my whole grid is a little off. That's kind of cool. Maybe just like. It's kind of cool. We're gonna replace the drums. The drums are a little too lazy for my liking right now. Let's resample that in case we want it for anything, huh? We won't spend too much time on it. Cool, and then we can turn that off for now and not worry about it too much. What about let's see. It's going to be a kind of weird transition. We're going to see if we actually like that, how that works. But maybe I feel like that might be a little busy for a vocal hook section. Let me check the chat here. What are you guys talking about over here? I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. What's everybody think? What's everybody been talking about here? Let's read back up here. Not too long. Sing on your own track. Long vocal story. Long verses and intros. Yep. Yep. Labels did say Stairway to Heaven was too long. They also said Free Bird was too long, and I still get asked to play that all the time. Produced by Hester makes a cool point. I think you're catering how everyone has a short-ass attention span, which is true, but I feel like people that listen to this music are a little less like that, so I know you could pull off a longer build. I agree with that. The second build up to the drop on Nothing Left is sick. I agree. Are you talking about that heavy section? I think that's awesome, where you just feel the woolly mammoth coming on in. I hate to give Woolly credit, but it sounds sick. Okay, let's read. Yeah, I agree. Guitar is definitely a little hot, for sure. Yeah, guitar spells would be super sick. Yeah, Deathmatics. Yeah, recent. I keep the streams up. Most of them should, I guess they disappear after like 2 weeks. I was uploading them to YouTube. Do you guys want me to keep doing that? I could keep doing that. I uploaded some of my first few streams on YouTube. Anyway, yeah. Okay, let's keep working here. Let's work on something a little more exciting. How about... Let's get to work on this part here. Okay, so let's try some different plucks. I've been meaning to sort of try some other plucks recently. So let's say I'll tell you what. If you've been watching these streams lately, you know I've been loving this Mayan pack. Shout out Mayan. Because a lot of these sounds are super cool. Not the best example for this sound in particular. But, plucks, where we at? That's kind of cool. See if we like any of these. Alright, let's play with this section. I'm feeling more energy from here. We can work our way back. Let's do something else. I like that. We're going to save that, duplicate, keep working for now. Because I like that. This might honestly, keeping it simple like here for a vocal hook section, it could actually be really nice. What is this on? Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Too aggressive. I kind of liked it down there. My computer, this patch doesn't like the low note. Ooh, I like that, man. I really like that. bit. This, if we're going to give anybody the rights to the bottom of the mix, it's not this guy. I love the sound, but he's not going to be touching the floor. Pretty. What if we use that ambience? I don't want to give him too much of it. Let's use the reverb or the distant one, because they're going to get it again in the drop, and we got to make them want it. You don't want it if you have it. You want what you can't have. So in this moment, you're not going to be able to have it. You're just going to want it. And a good way to make you want it is to remind you of what you don't have. So in this case, maybe a distant chop. Not forward enough to make you satisfied, but enough to remind you of what you want. Why? Why is it like that? It should never be all the way up. Was it? Cool, fine, why not? Ooh, we're gonna have to fix a lot of that. I liked it real intimate. Maybe not at the start of the build, but that, there's something there. Like, just enough to remind you. Okay. Although I like this, but I don't like it doing it where it's doing it, because we're too close to the drop for it to be that intimate. Maybe like here. Okay, here's something. Here's another workflow thing that I do with every song. We're going to make this, and we're going to call it references. Let's make it a different color so it's not the same as the damn piano. It's like something like a grayish kind of thing. And we're going to go into the current project, and we're going to get the latest version. And cool. Basically, the reason for this is now I can go back at any point and listen to what it sounded like last, and make sure I haven't lost the plot too much. Okay. So yeah, anyway, this section could be cool to maybe instead of the guitar. I don't know, man. Let's just cut it for a second. Because I was really liking that, the way we had it there. Like what we were just working on, and this seems like a prime spot, some prime real estate for that. Because I like this. I like the flow of this. You're like, oh, here, we're getting the chords. Yep, Tarokian, you got it. I love the energy of that. Once the sounds are all there, I feel like that's going to really work. So yeah, what Tarokian said is what I have in mind. Basically, maybe instead of guitar here, maybe just using that real sort of intimate patch there and working in the guitar a different way. I could see that guitar getting in the way of the vocal. You know, I don't know, but I don't want to lose the guitar from the song in general. But at the end of the day, it's got to serve the song. But at the end of the day, the correct answer for what the song is also usually pretty ambiguous, especially this early. So you end up trying to solve a million-piece puzzle that has no box to show you what it's supposed to look like, and also doesn't really have a right way to do it in the first place. This is what it's like to make music. But I get to hang out with you guys and do it. So anyway, let's get back to work. Let's experiment. That's the beauty of it all. Let's try to preserve this the way it is. And yeah, I saw a couple questions about the guitar and the bells in the chat. Yeah, guitar I just recorded with my mics right behind me. And bells are Omnisphere, yeah. So yeah. Alright, let's try that one patch. I liked this. The better. Although I feel like we can start adding some things, you know. Maybe not that. It's nice. This is what I was talking about. This is something what inspired this structure. Like I said, if you guys are missed the beginning of the stream, I was talking about how the artist that inspired like this structurally, the structural component of the song is my boy Joe Midas, because he has such a good way, such like a strong way of using chords and implying the chords and giving you different variations of those chords, and then it feels like I refer to as solving the problem. It sounds like the drop just feels like the solution, and a lot of times it's not that complex as far as like how it works. It's just like the chords build, build, build. There's a lot of subtlety in getting that right though, because it's hard to make it feel fresh. It's hard to not make you lose the listener, but when you do it right, it feels super powerful and it makes a lot of sense when the drop happens. I thought structurally this does make sense here. I could see that working in a live show even, because I feel like in live shows, like sometimes you want those real in-your-face moments, but also a lot of times you want those real slow moments, but it's got to come back together right. That's the thing. If you sort of half-ass it and just dip back down and come back up and keep doing that too much, I feel like it loses the effectiveness. Sometimes dropping way back down can make people initially feel like, okay, I got to go take a piss break. But then they feel slowly starting to come back together and you're like, oh my gosh, this is magic. It's like a good TV show or a good movie that slowly all starts coming together, and it's a slow burn, but it's that much more impactful because when you start to be like, oh my gosh, it's all coming together, it's like you can't get that any other way. So I don't know, maybe we can do that with this. One thing that is bugging me is how similar the pattern is this whole way through. What if I just like cool. I wish I could play piano better. I would play it. Even simple like that. Maybe this first time? Okay. Gotta be very gentle. Cool. I went like that. I don't know about you, but a lot of times I like to play with velocities. Obviously, like that's something you do, but when I'm writing, I'll like open up the velocity sometime to hear what we have, where we can go with it. We're gonna start low, right? Cool. And this time, cool. That's it. Then like, bam. Cool. Hey! I like that little thing. Oh gosh, that's nice because then it starts doing the whole thing. Alright, that might be premature, but... Can you guys hear it okay? I know this part's quiet, but... No, I don't typically write at 70 to 75. No, I don't. I don't. I usually work at double time, just like everybody else. Sometimes in the creative process, man, things get a little mixed up, though. You know, like I started this and I was doing it at one speed, and I tried to speed it up, or probably tried to slow it down. I would think I was trying to do it at 100, and then and then it was like just too fast. So I just slowed it down to make it work. And so now I'm at 75. What I'll end up doing is when I get it close and I stem it out to a new project, I'll just make the new project 150. Oh, so anyway, yeah. That's cool. Thanks, guys. Glad you're liking it. Let's keep working here. You think about maybe some big open strum guitars, a drop layer? That would be super sick. Yeah, I'm actually doing more with that in general lately. Just big. Yeah, that would be awesome. I have another song that I don't want to show on stream because it's like in that magic phase where it doesn't sound anything like what I've got in my head, but I know there's something really powerful and unique there, and I don't want to touch it. And I've talked about this before and let it get diluted with outside opinions yet, because that's a real thing. But that one has big. Part of the vision is going to be big strums and stuff on the drop. Yeah. What if we kept that little thing the whole time? The tonal bunk. We're gonna have to make this guy louder. Maybe he's too loud. I don't know. Let's try some other stuff. I don't want to give away this yet, though. Okay, let's experiment. What if we didn't do that yet and just kept this? Oh, this works. This works. That makes you want it. See, you want the pulse. Not giving them the pulse yet. Then you give them the pulse. What about like... I'm trying to imagine like a piano player on a big vintage piano. Like left hands go, and then the other one's just giving, Play if you could play piano, I would play it. Let's keep that one in the back, guys. If I forget about the cool piano idea in the chat, I want you to tell me if I forget it, so I don't forget it. Right? Let's try this. Let's try to open up some pads there. That could be nice, and then they could sort of clear the space for the build. How about? Let's see. We're gonna have to tweak this MIDI to work better for the pad. Let's tweak it, but let's see if we can get anything. I don't know if so pads are typically going to work better with just long tones. Gonna be a little too much. We don't need all that right away. Maybe. Maybe let's try even like this. Let's not get so crazy with it. What's it, an F chord with a G on top or something? It's like an F, what, is it an F at 9? Cool, cool. Well, that sounds like the same old chord. Cool. That's cool. Let's duplicate so we don't lose it. Second time it can go up. And then ready? Ready? Yeah. I don't like this C down there. It's a little bulky. I can always EQ it out, but that chord loses some strength. Ooh, a D, that note really sells it. But I don't know if I want it on top. Too bulky in that octave, too much up top. What do? We might have to let a different instrument handle that note. Yeah, see, it doesn't all quite work in context. We're going to need to tweak things. But I like the idea of a pad opening up here. Could be nice. like this. Now we have two options. Do we cut the tail or do we wind it down? That's the question. Do we cut the tail or do we wind it down? Winding down's kind of nice. Peak early, wind back down. That's kind of nice. Because cutting the tail so harsh works better in drops. In breakdowns, I like to be a little more lax with that. Let things fall into each other so it feels more floaty. Then in drops, cut things. Ugh, clear the air. Here come the plucks. It's like Aladdin rolling in on a damn elephant. Your plucks are coming into town, man. Clear the space. We got rhythm incoming. Clear the long tones. Love making music, man. How you guys doing in the chat? We doing okay? Ugh, sick. Top of the bass is offensive, though. No right to be here. What are you doing in my party? You're also too loud. Duh! This is like, I like to think of my different instruments as guests at a party. And the song is a damn party. This bass here, he's come in, and he's really, he's like... Who is this bass at the party? This bass is like the guy. He's giving you the low end, so he's giving you what you're looking for. He's giving you like the foundation. So I guess he's like effectively like somebody who really keeps the party going. But he's a little too loud. So you gotta let him know, hey, like, dude, like, give me like filter yourself a little bit. We're literally gonna filter him because he's getting out of control. Here you go. He's like brought a lot of beer to the party, but won't shut up about it. Way better. See? See this? Nope. Way better. Way better. He doesn't need to, I mean, maybe a little higher, but we don't need much out of him. Ever. We have other things painting our tops. Matter of fact, we don't even need to automate that. We could just get rid of the damn automation. What's doing the clicky sound? What's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's clicking? Is that you? That is you. See? This guy shows up to the party. And he's great, except he busts open the door on the way in. And you're like, bro, no, he doesn't really bust the door open because we already got our music on. He kind of like, he like pulls up and you can still like hear his music playing. No, I guess he is busting open the door. I should really chill out with the metaphors. There's really no need to take this that far. So let's see. All right, better. And we'll just open him up as we go. Don't let me forget to open him up. Okay, how we doing in chat? Everybody still together? We still doing okay? What kind of, yeah, right? Hey, chaotic good music. Awesome, man. Red Rocks was great. That was one of my favorite shows ever. That was a show that opened the gate for me to play a lot more original music in my sets, for sure. And that was also the first time I played live guitar in one of my sets. But so anyway, let's see. We have other things painting our tops. Nice. You also can never have too much beer. Unless you have an alcohol issue, in which case you can have too much beer. Hey, I only got $1 this month. Can I donate it for feedback on a track? We should do another feedback session. Maybe next Tuesday we'll do a feedback session. So yeah. Yeah, we could mess with the attack on the patch. I don't know how much if I'm going to keep the patch though. So we'll see. Okay, what do we have here? We went a little more. A little weak there. Let's try. I always use this layer. Let's do one of these. Hey, actually. Save your sounds so you can use them again in the future easily. Boom. Same thing, just processed a little bit better. A little reverb. I should put a little random velocity on the thing, huh? I want to put guitar and stuff in here, but it never works recording guitar on stream. My pants are caught. There we go. Alright. Oh, where are we at? Midi Effects. When you're too lazy to draw in different velocities, and it's not a crucial instrument, you can go to Midi Effects and throw in a little velocity and add some random. Boom. Problem solved. You know what, though? I like what Zach was saying. Let's mess with this patch a little bit. Ugh. You just come in so aggressive, my dude. Why? Why you gotta be like that? Dude, are you automated? Is that why? Is that why? Is it because you're automated? Aha! If we start down... Better. Yeah. I was gonna fill in that space. But I almost kind of like the pause there with the bass continuing. Let's add some other layers, though. What else do we want to do? Let's try some other layers. I actually like that more than I thought it was going to. But we're going to keep that muted for now, and we're going to maybe use it if we want. Let's try some more Omnisphere, because when in doubt, bust it out. We've been going a while here. Hour 20, baby. We're crushing. Feels like a Deadmau5 song. It's actually kind of cool. Nice, right? Alright, but we're not going to use that right now because that's going to change the entire vision of what we're doing, and I don't want to start going down that path right now. So let's sort by ratings and try some other sound. No. You guys were supposed to remind me about the piano idea. too bassy, but that's what EQs are made for. But man, it's clipping out. Everything's clipping. Ew. Why is everything... Do I have to just turn everything down? See, you know... Just yeah for now. Hard left. I like you. You stand a chance at surviving and staying in the song. We're going to pan you back center, cut you to audio, and see if you make the cut. You're too loud. You're clipping. You're too quiet. And Goldilocks said that's just right. Velixas says, I'd love to hear what you have to say about AU5. Austin is a dear friend of mine. That dude, man. Okay, first of all, he's, besides being like a really, really sweet dude and a really cool guy, AU5 is like, that dude blows my mind. Dude blows my mind. One of the there have only been a few times, like, recently where I was listening to, like, an EDM song and was, like, jaw-dropped. I've gotten, like, jaw-dropped about stuff that's not EDM more so lately. And that's where I take a lot of inspiration from. But, like, the two most recent examples of being jaw-dropped by an EDM song both were AU5. One was his Potions remix. Especially in the drop when he goes, ooh, when the chop comes in and then it goes with the bass with a chord on top, and how masterfully that's weaved together. And also, dude, remember that big collab with Seven Lions and Crystal Skies? That too. Some of those things he did in there are just like mind-numbing. We did a tour together. There you go. Let's try some new sounds though. Because that's a little too centralized right now. Yeah. Whoa. Although, this patch could be cool for long tones. Hang on, bear with me. Why are you so warbly? Be less warbly. Be less warbly. Ugh. You're so close to being so cool. Wait, that's almost really cool, except I can't hear it. You're so quiet. This is the dude at the party who's like, I wish you would talk more because you have a lot of really insightful things to say. Or I just wish you would talk louder. He's the one who like whispers your he like, says something really quietly to you in passing at a party, and you're like, bro, that was profound. Like, why don't you talk like this to everybody in a way that people can hear you? But no, everybody's busy doing like fucking keg stands and shit. I feel like this could be so cool, but it's so... Why are you so shy, old friend? Why are you so quiet? Is it a confidence thing? Nice. I'm like, bro, speak up for yourself. Right? Is it me? Although he's not adding enough, and he isn't speaking his mind, so you know what? I'm sorry, guy. Back to being the quiet guy at the party. We'll give you another chance another time. That's a cool one, but not now. That's the dude who shows up to the party and like somehow all he's like an asshole, but like the girls gravitate towards him. And you're like, dude, what the hell? You're a dick. Like, who invited fucking Patrick here? Alright. Oh, we're using the wrong MIDI and shit. We're all over the place. It's actually kind of cool. It's kind of unique. Nope, too much. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's something else I want to do, actually. There's a riser that I've been like really liking the landing sound of. There's one that I found. Is it, which one? I just recently got it. How do I sort by date added? Date modified. I downloaded some new risers. No. No. Yeah, that is a cool little... That little sound, I accidentally let it ring into a drop recently. Headphones hurt my head. And I thought the landing sound was cool. Like that. This was set for 128, so we're going to set it to work to 64 because I'm an idiot. And boom. Right? Oh, wrong spot. See, told you I'm an idiot. Boom! We should get a new drum loop. Make your presence known. So yeah, just a little bit of that on the drop is euphoric. Even it's atonal. It's not quite on pitch, but that's fine. It's like... Ah! Can we do without the percussion for now? Or the hat loop? Because it's kind of like that sprinkler trap music thing. I'm watering my lawn. A little sprinkler. When I was a kid, I used to jump through you. Hey, we're going to cut you out for now. No, I kind of like it. It kind of keeps things moving. We're going to let him stay for now. I don't like this, though. This I don't like doing. I'll use them supplementally, but... Supplementary? I don't know. But I don't like to make an entire section's drums just be a loop I downloaded from Splice. That works for some people, and that's cool. But I try to... I will use loops for sure, like throughout songs, but definitely not as like the main one element. So... Let's I don't know, man. Let's just try an aggressive build snare. A smacky in the face snare. A cashmere snare. Those are great. Impulse. People say don't use impulse for your drums. I say you're probably right. Let's do, what key is this? A minor? Let's do like Kashmir. Excuse me, because he has some good snares. Snare. A! See it? Oh, well, A is in the word snare, so it's... I don't know. That's no fun. You're hard to sort through. We could always just go by ear. But, like, C could work? C. E could work, too. It's a little aggressive, but maybe. Same thing. That's the same snare every time! I guess it is the same name. I should have known. No. No! E. I like the hard snares. No. No hard snare E. Alright, let's just go by ear. I've been liking the acoustic snares lately. That's a good layer. It's good like on the sides. Maybe we'll use that for now. Here, but I do want to do one of these. One of these. No. No. Close. Ooh, that's cool. You are gonna get a chance to hang out in the party. See, this guy comes in too hot. Another thing is we're probably gonna do. We're gonna do some what do you call them? Little white noisy thingies. Maybe. Yeah, I don't like how he comes in. I just like him at the end. So we're gonna allow him to imply his presence without being too aggressive. First, we're gonna cut his lows because we don't need that. And we're gonna let other guys handle the bottom. And plucks are getting way too out of control by the end. I don't care what universe you're in my opinion, that's a little much. Idea's cool. Execution, maybe a little much on top. Already more tame. It sounds like it's sucking energy out, but we're going to let something else handle that up top stuff. You know what I'm saying? How about like a kind of thing there? How about like even like a... Some of these, let's go to the Kashmir again. Some of these exhausts. Maybe not. Some of these white noises are pretty sweet. Maybe that, huh? Maybe a little aggressive, but hey. I like stacking these things. Actually, could be really cool in reverse as a riser. Little thing on the sides to like make things feel like they're really moving along. Oh, come on. That fills the sides out so nicely. Are you for real? That's where it ends? You're going to really be like that? All right. I really don't like that drum thing. Cool. Nice. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe another one of these, but with like a high EQ. A little aggressive. Maybe. Sure. Turn it on there. Sure, for now. Maybe? Maybe. Loses energy. We're gonna I like that. I like what that's doing there, though. That's what I'm hearing there, right? I don't know about you guys. Right? Just bounce one of those out. Instruments, instrument rack, bass, Sam sub. G, we're on. So let's do it. Maybe G up an octave. It's not a G. Silly rabbit. It might need to be higher. Let's see. Save our work. Pitch bend. No. We should probably do 12 or 24 rather. Needs to be higher. Too high. Way better. Cool. We're gonna have to fill out that drop a good bit. Let's bounce this out. Boo. Sub drop. Sick. How about like one of these? Might be too aggressive here. Just grab like a nice big impact or something. Sure. Whoops. Maybe. Ooh, kind of cool, actually. All right, let's scatter some more impact stuff there, though. Sure. Wait, we're going to need to do a lot more, especially on drop. We're going to do a whole nother session for drop. How's everybody doing in chat? Y'all still with me here? Anybody still hanging out in here? Nick Wax, do you ever fuck with stutter edit? Yes, I do. Some of my old tunes, actually, like, man, almost like every, like, probably the first half of my discography has stutter edit all across it, man. Yeah, for sure. What else we got going on in the chat? What are we talking about? Yeah. What's up, guys? PK! Shakira. Good to see you back in here. What show talking about? What show are you guys talking about in there? Yeah, Void Monster. I do mess with the FX on the Omni patches. I do. Yeah. Sometimes more than other times. More so, like, only if I hear a sound, I'm like, it's doing too much, and I try to, like, fix it, you know? But anyway, yeah. I'm not going to do too much crazy more. I'm getting a little, feeling a little fatigued here, so I'm going to stop soon, but... We still had that guitar stuff from earlier. Havertown boys, stand up. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sitting. I'm going to keep sitting, but yeah. This part's a little lazy, but this part's nice. Let's sidechain some stuff. Alright, we'll probably redo these layers. Actually, we'll definitely redo these layers. But couldn't hurt to sidechain some stuff anyway. We have almost nothing going. We literally just have 2 layers doing this. But it already works. It already feels like, not great, but it's satisfying. The concept is satisfying. I'm going to try some. Y'all, I was talking to Elon Bluestone the other night. Do you guys know who Elon Bluestone is? I was talking to him the other night, and he was telling me some sidechain busting techniques he uses. I'm going to try something like that. I'm wondering how I'm going to do this. Let's call this chain. Hey, shout out Zach Fano for sending out subs there. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, what's up, babe? Rage in the chat. Chain bus. There you go, right? We're going to do one of those. That's going to be chain bus 1. They're going to do a few of these. But he was talking about sort of staggering his sidechain buses in a way where you have like light, medium, and then heavy. But we're going to send that into the chain bus, and we're going to send, honestly, that into the chain bus, and just do them together. Let's loop that. Let's see if this helps things pulse better. Bada bing. That snare smacks, man. Alright, you know what? I'm going to try it. I don't usually do it. I'm going to try it. Let's do this. Trigger 1. Cool? This is how I know a lot of people do it. I've only done this a few times, so bear with me. What do? I think I put LFO tool on there, right? And don't I turn off that, and then do like this, right? I think one of those, right? Am I right or am I wrong? And then, but then don't I need to like, all right, I'm gonna automate it just on, because I think then you need like a trigger to like turn it on in the first place. So we're gonna make it just be on there, boom. And then, right, don't I have to just send this to there, and then to LFO tool, right? Would that do it? Is that going to do it? Yeah, it's doing it. It's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. And let's add a little one like this, just to get... just to allow the transient to pop through. And if we stack them, we should be able to... We're gonna have to fix that, but hang on. This will help clear that space. I love this crash. It's like Kashmir Crash like 4, I think. 4 always pops up first because I use it all the time. It's just very bright and sizzly. Coffee's gone. What's up, Michelle? You know what I'm saying? We'll make some cool fills and stuff. Let me sidechain this bad boy. Oh wait, he is already sidechained, huh? He's gonna get his own sidechain treatment. How's that? Because he's gonna mess with the transient of the snare drum. And Must Die Snare 01, I think it is demands a lot of space. Like, that doesn't do it for me. I mean, the idea's alright. But let's do some stuff, huh? to get him out. Honestly, I'm okay with the lows being there more in the breakdown, in the build. But in the drop, we're going to... And I know it's going to sound empty down there now, but we're going to fill that out with something else. I had this one sound I used. Where was it? It was in Wasteland, I think. This is like a, it's like a comping synth. Ew, it's not as good as I remember it being. Be good in a build. Maybe that's what I used. Because that's gonna sound horrible in a drop. It's not gonna give us that big sort of euphoric landing that we want. But hey, here's the deal. I'm coming to my speaking of landing point. I'm coming to my end here. I'm starting to feel fatigue on the song. I try not to spend more than like 2 hours at a time on anything in my life. So let's flow through this little main idea here. Then I'm gonna let you guys skedads out of here. So like something like here. Fill that out, counter melodies and stuff. Yeah, for this kick pattern, we're going to want to change that sidechain pulse there. But we'll do that another time. Hey, I'm going to skedaddle. It's been a good 2 hours in here with you guys. We've done well. We've done a good job. Jerseys go on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. PST. So we'll, you know where to find me. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon.